or Deviant. Welcome to another Sunday night. Hanging out with the boys.
All right, it's the Blanks and Fattie show. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hope you're all having a fine Sunday evening, as is our buddy. Oh, wait. You hear that? Who was that?
Who is that? It looks like he's having...
Hello.
There we go. We have the Quides himself. Tonight's topic is hiking.
Hicycling.
Hiking.
Hicycling?
Hicycling.
Hicycling?
You know what?
Hiking with bicycling involved with it. You kind of do a little bit of both.
Is it like bike packing?
Well, I don't
like microtransactions.
I feel like there's that thing hashing where people run from bar to bar and like chug a beer and then keep running.
Aren't they called hashers?
Hiking sounds something like that. Like every hill you go up in second gear, you have to stop, smoke half a joint, and then like keep going. Maybe that's how that works. I don't know. So,
that's probably how that works.
So tonight's topic. I mean, hiking. I'm pretty sure we'll probably get into the outdoors.
Outdoors hiking. Part 1 about pooping in the woods.
There's gonna be a lot of talk about poo.
The pooping in the woods part 2 will come in our camping episodes because every gentleman knows how to pitch a tent.
There's something particularly charming about pooping with no regard. It's nice to just poop in a hole where the only rule is pee on it and stir it with a stick. It just simplifies life.
It's a poo mush.
And speaking of simplifying life, tonight's beer is Long Trail. Because, obvious hiking reference, we're going to have some double bag.
Double bag? I thought that meant something completely different.
I don't think it meant the different thing that you might not have thought it once did mean.
Or something like that. So my phone's dead and I can't pull up my news story, so I'm going to just kind of wing it. And gentlemen, frickin' billionaires are flying to space.
Oh, yeah, Richard Branson.
What?
Yeah, Richard Branson went up today with a couple scientists, and they flew around the atmosphere. And
hey, Richard Branson.
Serious?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, cool. How about a fucking raise?
Yeah.
And his interview was
15 hours.
His
$15 an hour.
Weird, afterwards too. People said when they look down on the earth, they have this self-awareness and they had a term for this earth moment of seeing the whole world from the top view, you coming to a term of fuck, kind of standing on top of a mountain when you hike all the way up on top of a high steep and you just look down upon you, but 10 times 100 times better than that because you're taking in the whole earth view. And he just couldn't answer the straight question how did this change your life? It was just basically, no, I had money. I did it. I was always going to say it. I wanted to do it. Yep. Build a rocket ship, flew out here. I did it. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try to save the Earth a little bit more. Get behind some more green programs, but I just want to let you know I did it. I'm
really? That's what he said?
No, that was
I went to space and I saw the lack of trees. I saw the lack of trees and potable water, and I decided I was going to donate some money. I mean, honest to God, I don't know. So, everybody has, little watershed moments in their life, birth of a child, or death of a relative,
or Deviant, good evening.
Hey.
Thank you for playing us in. Yes,
Mr. Deviant, welcome. Hello. Good to have you on. Horns get sent out Monday.
Nice.
Bones. I did not pack weed in them.
Good, especially saying that on the internet because
exactly. So now the government knows. So the anywho, what's gonna be really funny is when he opens it, he's like, there is no weed here.
He told me.
Yeah, he all right, we set up an expectation. No, I mean, honest to God, you have these little watershed moments in life. Now imagine being off of the planet completely. You're just no longer on the planet. I feel like that would be a profound experience. You're not where you have literally evolved to be. You have defied science and nature.
Smoke weed every day.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Just like that potato.
Yes. Fantastic. Good timing. So, anywho, so Richard Branson goes to space. How long was he up there? Do you guys know?
I believe it was 5 hours, 6 hours. It wasn't the flight to get up there was of longer than him spending the time in space. It was only for like a couple hours. I want to say like maximum 4 hours, and then he came back down. If somebody could Google that for me, that'd be great. I was just too enthralled in his conversation because like I was trying to watch the takeoff, and I was like, "This is boring." And then, I caught a little bit of them flying around, and they're like, "Hey!" And I was like, "Okay." And then when they landed, he got his
He can stay there. Potato says he can stay there. He wasn't up there long enough. Well, you know what would suck though is if like a Richard Branson or somebody went to space and they came back down and all the news cameras are in your face and they're like, "All right, Mr. Branson, tell us a little bit more about how it went today." And he just goes,
That'd be awesome.
I guess it was all right. I mean, I kind of just sat there. I was actually in great peril the whole time. Only one or two things needed to go wrong in succession, and I was a goner. So, anywho. My story's a bit different. My story involves an arrest.
Man.
It is not Florida Man, but it doesn't... I was scanning for news stories this afternoon, because I was like, well, there's stuff to talk about, but I kind of wanted to pull something, like not political and all that fun stuff. So, this happened in Massachusetts.
Those are the guys that got arrested on I-95.
What pulled me in was the headline. It was total clickbait, but it's cool clickbait. And then I did some more research. So, woman hits multiple cops in wild police chase, gets arrested while ordering food at McDonald's drive-thru.
Was she high?
They don't tell you. Let me just say I googled her name and hit images, and it pulled up images of her arrest, and it was like this really really short, fairly rotund Massachusetts blonde lady with like arm tattoos, and she looked like she was maybe dealing. Kind of want him to get stuck in there. I mean, that would certainly be entertainment, Potato. Like billionaire in space.
It could be a whole TV series.
It opens up. Don Lemon's like trying not to laugh. That's what I feel like that would be. No, this lady. Legitimately, this guy pulls into a gas station. So imagine this. You pull into a gas station in your pickup, you get out, and you leave the keys in it because you're just going in to get a soda. And as you're walking back out, this chubby yup lady comes, opens up the door, jumps in, cranks the keys, and guns it out of there. And you're like, what the fuck? This is not... That's not what I expected to happen with my day. So you call the police.
I mean, I wouldn't leave in Massachusetts, I wouldn't be leaving my keys in the damn car, first of all.
So, yeah, but you're probably right. But somehow she walked into his car and drove it away. So here's what happens next. He calls the police and he's like, "Hey guys, my vehicle was stolen. Luckily it has GPS. If you guys can get it for me, that'd be great." And the police say, "You got it." And so they take off after the lady, and they're almost caught up to her, and they're passing by cars that she's just been smashing with this fucking guy's truck. Like, I really hope they weren't giving him live updates. Because he would just been sitting there having a worse and worse day. And so finally what happens is she pulls away from them, she sees them, she starts driving. Like, it wasn't they found her. She tried to get away and then stopped at McDonald's.
Because, really? Was she hungry?
I don't know if she was like, "I've played Assassin's Creed. I could just sit on a fucking bench." This is the driving equivalent of that. They'll see me and take one look at the truck and say, "Oh, we're not fucking with that." She's there to get some food.
Oh boy,
it's lunch hour. So
that's so funny.
Or maybe she was that hungry. I mean, maybe she was like inches from death, or it was like that Jason Statham movie, the one where he has to keep getting adrenaline or electrical shocks or something to survive.
But she needs to eat.
Yeah, so she needs to eat like it's like burger hour. You can make this movie starring Jason Statham.
A big robust lady from Bass.
I'll tell you what, if he made an action movie starring Jason Statham and every half hour he needed to eat some kind of like fine cut of meat, I would be all for it. I would absolutely watch that movie.
Off your phone.
Oop. Looks like we're having a little bit of trouble there. So anyway, hiking. We picked hiking as a topic kind of out of the blue, but it's something that we've both enjoyed.
I thought it would be fun just to talk over some summer events, things we do in summer. I mean, we're in the midst of a summer. We're in the midst of a hot summer. Some more things we're kind of excited to do is when Quides gets out here, we're gonna do a day hike up Washington. I thought that would be fun. I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done it with you. Quiz hasn't done it in a while. So we're gonna pull that shit off. But yeah, I mean, like, Maine has some awesome hiking places. Quiz has gone some cool hiking places. He's tried to go do the John Mayer Trail this year, but they told him that his penis is too small.
Oh
Yeah.
God. See what?
I'm
what?
sorry, Quiz. I didn't mean to tell everybody.
That
It's,
was.
yeah, it's like a lottery system, and you have to put in your like wilderness permits and stuff like 190 some odd days before your actual start date, and I fucked up the whole lottery system, so that kind of sucked. But I think it'll be cool to get out there with you gentlemen, do some hikes, or
I was actually telling about this. Like, not next year, but we'll go 2004?
2024, 2024,
2024,
2022,
2022, 2024.
next year, year after,
No, the year after.
year after next.
Year after next.
Okay, so 2024, 2023. Sorry.
Yeah, 23. Anyways, we should go. I'll put in for the John Mayer
time traveling.
and go for a time traveling hike up through the John Mayer.
Okay.
Go through the
John Muir Trail.
Yeah, the John
Yeah, it's
Muir
like
Trail, but I'm thinking of why am I drawing the blanks on the giant trees out there, the sequoias. Woo, really
yeah.
hard. I met a girl one time. Her name was Sequoia. She was really hot.
Nice. So, Quiz, you're a bit of an avid outdoorsman yourself, and so funny enough, Quiz came in prepared with a lot of questions to ask us tonight, which is awesome.
The first time, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so, and so we're gonna give you space to do that. But tell us a little bit more. How much do you hike? Like, what's your hiking experience?
It's more than most, but a lot less than some of the best like climbers and hikers and stuff like that. So it's definitely like a medium to like technical kind of scrambling and climbing stuff. So it's a little bit of everything. I still have like a wicked fear of heights, like vertical heights. So if it's like rock climbing and stuff, El Capitan or something, I'm not experienced, and nor is my emotional maturity in heights.
Remember that time when you had to do Knife's Edge?
Yes, yeah, dude, holy shit, that hike was pretty fucking good. That was really rigorous. I remember Blank's not having the greatest time, but Knife's Edge is
That was a long ass hike I wanted to do to sleep at the top of the mountain.
Well, then we sat down on Knife's Edge and had a beer.
Yes,
Which was actually the totally wrong idea.
But it was beautiful. I loved it.
Like, yeah. Hey, let's drink some alcohol and go across this fucking like.
It's only a 240-foot fall. Don't be such a pussy. Let's go.
It's just one beer.
It's just one beer.
It's just one beer.
That was a chocolate stout. I remember that one.
That was the coconut chocolate stout.
That's right.
It tasted like Almond Joy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was a good one. We did all right there. No, that was a nice long day, and the nice thing is when you get to camp down at Chimney Pond, you hike down off the mountain, and you're right back at your site, you can go to fucking bed. That was great. So, what questions did you have for us tonight?
What questions?
Yeah, you had some questions.
Like anal? I do. Well, I'll start with blanks.
Also, the chat is working. I see.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, you're fine.
No, you sure?
I was... It just dawned on me on something. No, we're good. I gotta figure it out. I gotta play with it more later.
You keep going.
You're good. You have clearance, sir.
Have you ever...
Gone in the woods about 3 times.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, was this on trail or off trail? What's the risk level to being caught?
Definitely not on trail. It was more off trail.
Okay.
It wasn't like big mountain trails. You know, it was the wandering wood trails in in Cambria.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
But I know that wasn't the question, but okay.
Yeah.
What's your outdoors experience? About 3 times. I'm sorry, come again.
No, at least once.
3 times if I recall. That's great.
Man. Is it? So was it like standing up, sitting down?
Over logs, a little standing out, getting
All
rolling around.
right. You got
Nothing like a family-friendly podcast that your parents watch.
Yeah, no, nothing.
So would you say
laying
that?
down, but classy like. Classy like.
No. So what was your gentleman's for both of you? What is the most difficult hike you've ever done?
Most
strenuous, technical. Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it, but I can tell you the story really quick. It was actually when I was at Philmont Scout Ranch, back when I was a Boy Scout, and we'd had a long day, and basically what happens on this trek, you do about almost 2 weeks, just straight wilderness hiking, and there's like food pickups and stuff like that, but and campsites and stuff, but like it's really good outdoors, like survival camping, and so we had a long stretch on the route that was picked for us, where we wouldn't be able to get food for 3 days, so we had to carry 3 days worth of food with everybody. And you're packing everything, and we had teenage boys with 55 to 70 pound packs, like hauling extra food. Yeah,
so you're saying that's more of a where does hiking stop being camping?
hiking
can turn into camping.
I mean camping's when it gets intense.
Yeah.
Welcome, yes. We are back on the computer hanging out.
Oh my god!
Thank you for another 3 months subscribed.
Chef. Awesome, Chef. Thanks for the sub, buddy. Back on, he says. All right. So we have this big food pickup. We're carrying these massive packs. Super hot day. About I think it was like overall like 5,000 feet of elevation change. That's probably high. But we were doing like a lot of hills, and everyone's fucking tired. We had to like stop because one kid was like puking. Like it was wicked bad. This is also the same day I learned the purple joke that day.
No
what would
way.
become the purple joke?
No way.
That's
way.
Yeah, we had this guy named Josh in our troop, and don't dox yourself, blanks.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I learned it from this guy. He was wicked funny. He was a really funny kid, and I love the joke. That's right. We get that echo. So anyway, we're getting through most of this day, and we get to a point in the map. Everyone's tired. Normally, you're trying to be at camp by like 5 p.m. right? And it's hitting like 4:30. We're getting close. Like you need to be in soon. And so we get to this trail. We get to this divergence of trails, and there's like 8 or 10 trails. Like you look at the map, it looks like this. And we were having trouble finding which trail we needed to get to which campground. Luckily, a park ranger was walking by and said, "No, you go down that one. You're gonna go down a hill, and camp's gonna be right down there. Shouldn't be long." He's like, "You're about a quarter mile out." "Oh, fantastic," we said, going down the steep hill until we came to a stream that wasn't on the map between us and the campground. And so we're like, fuck, there's no way that it's down here. So we had to turn around and hike back uphill. It was like 1,000 feet down and 1,000 feet back up. Over the span of about a quarter mile. That was a wicked, rough fucking day. We got to camp, and that's the first time I ever like passed out exhausted. Like really, truly passed out exhausted. Sorry, long story. Heavy day,
Dang.
long hike, big hill, super sad, bad directions. Next story.
Hung out by the river.
Yeah.
Blanks, what was the shortest trip you've ever been on?
Like trip?
Yeah.
I mean, no trips are ever short. I mean, at least
No
they
trips.
run for about 24 hours if you're lucky.
So, are you pro tripping in the woods?
I mean, I would, if you're into that kind of stuff, I would recommend at least try it once. Either you'll find leprechauns or you just take a massive shit. One of the two. But pooping in the woods always comes in handy.
Tell us a little bit more about your trips. Well, first you got to find a farmer with a couple cows.
After digging through shit all day.
Any psilocybin growing in that said cow patty is not necessarily good to go, but
Awesome.
Day trips, luckily Maine has a bunch of great little day trip hikes. Probably one of my favorite ones is definitely for a short day hike is up towards over by Fattie, Bradbury. Bradbury, especially during fall time, has a great view of the orange and yellows and all that stuff.
It's a very pretty hike. It's a very pretty hike.
Yeah. Fall time.
And that's kind of a gentle hike too, but you still get some uphill.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a really good view
out
of
for
it.
a great view.
Yeah, a lot of people take families out there. It's a really nice. It's a good hike for like young kids, and everyone gets a workout. It's kind of nice. So,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dude, so like the Appalachian Trail goes up in through Maine, and it either ends or begins with Katahdin. Is that correct?
Depends on if you're going southward or northward, but yeah, terminus is Katahdin.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What's the southern terminus? It's in South Carolina, right? I'm pretty sure it's South Carolina. I'd have to look it up. I don't remember. But I would love to do the AT. If there's a point in my life where I have the time to do the AT, I think I would really like to do that. My kids move out in 2 years.
Yeah.
Maybe you can force your son to do it. Tell him to lose all of his stuff and become a real man.
Yeah.
Take him out.
So son, this is where you learn to spurn all material goods. No, really, your pack's too heavy. Put the shit away.
Either you come back with your shield or on it.
Or on it.
Dad, how am I going to come back on my shield?
He's like, Dad,
I'm out there alone.
I passed through territory with like 94 gas stations total on this route. I think I'll be all right. And then I'll be like, no, you don't understand. It's the spearmen.
Yeah.
But that's... I would love there to be like an actual like gang, like an Appalachian trail gang.
Trail gang, dude. This is our territory.
At your like retirement, honey, I'm running off to the Apple Trails to start an Apple Trail gang.
Well, could you imagine like you're hiking across a high ridge? Say you're at like 2,800 feet or something like that, and like in the middle of the pass, there's this dude wearing leathers, and he's just standing there with his arms crossed. You walk up, and he's like, "Sup, guy? That's toll's $20." and then you don't give him the money, and then he fights you. But you fight back super hard. He ends up winning, but only because of a devious trick. However, you earn his respect, and then he picks you up. He's like, "Hey, yo, $20 is fine. Tell you what, why don't you come by for dinner?" And then he takes you to his Appalachian Trail gang tent, and there's 4 of them, and they are having beefaroni.
Are they?
Where the fuck did beefaroni come from?
I think there would be more goat up there.
I don't know.
Fucking beefaroni.
Yeah, beefaroni. They're just heating up cans of beefaroni, and they're like, "Oh shit, now here comes another dude." Yeah, sit down. Oh, what's happening to the face? It's a little fucked up.
It's a fun game. I haven't tried it online. We can definitely try it online.
Sorry, kind of derailed on that one.
That was interesting.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, it's a fun game. I had a short spurt on it for a little bit, and yeah, that's what I got. I haven't played it in months.
Mario Golf.
Yeah, I've unlocked like a few characters. It was one of the games that Seabass got. Mm-hmm. You know, Seabass bought like a few games for the Switch. I'm like, dude, just buy the old disc. And then he's like, no, I don't even care. He's like, I'm gonna just download one to your Switch. And I was like, fair. Right. But I can't. I'm not going to. And he's like, I don't care. And I was like, word. So.
All right. Awesome. Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
But other than that, what else you got, Quids?
Quids, next question. You got 5 minutes. Then
5 minutes.
Then you're dead. You're a corpse. You hear me? You're a dead body when you're in that cage.
I'm stressed out.
Jesus
fuck,
Christ.
Dude.
Fucking that joke was more broken than Conor McGregor's leg.
Wow.
Anyway.
He got paid millions of dollars to break his leg.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I every time I broke my leg, it just costed my parents a bunch of insurance money. They're like, please stop doing that.
Have you broken your leg that many times?
No. Just
Have you?
I had one leg fracture and then a foot. The doctor who looked at it said, I think it's a fracture. I got a foot check, a super hard foot check one time, and
You got
my
swooped the
foot
leg.
really, really, really bad.
Damn.
But like couldn't walk for a few weeks. I don't think it was like broken, but I don't know. Either way, it was disabling. What happened to Conor McGregor would be a horribly painful thing. I can't imagine anybody have to deal with that. So sorry. Next question.
How many national parks or state parks are in Maine?
I think like 3 or 4.
Well, I mean, our biggest is of course Baxter State Park, which was a massive land grant from a very rich donor way back in the day.
It's an island, right?
No. It's just it's a territory. It encompasses
Arcadia.
Some islands.
Is that Arcadia?
You're thinking Acadia National Park
Yeah.
if you're talking about like going to the seaside one.
Okay.
Those are two big ones. People go to Acadia. They come here and they go to Acadia. They don't go to Baxter State as much. That's more for like people who want to camp or do some serious hiking and really want to get
That's
to the
what Katahdin
outdoors.
is.
Yeah, that's what Katahdin. I'm honestly, I mean, it's a day hike, but it's a hike you have to be somewhat serious
It's
about.
not a day hike. It's a 12-hour hike.
You
A
can
day
day
hike
hike
is
it,
like
you
Washington.
just gotta add 4
Washington
miles.
is like a day hike. It's 3 hours up at the most, maybe 4, and then 4 hours back down.
From
That's
Roaring
it.
Brook. From Chimney Pond Campground, what happens is we hiked in 2 miles and set up camp. We camped out. Next day, did Katahdin, came back to camp at the base of the mountain, slept, and then the next morning hiked out that other 2 miles. You can day hike it by doing those 2 miles from Roaring Brook. You don't stop at Chimney Pond. You go up the mountain and all the way back down to Roaring Brook. That's a long day. But it's a good
sounds
day.
like fun.
It's a good day.
It's a 12-hour day.
Yeah. People will absolutely get the experience.
And cry a little bit.
Most of the time, I feel like I've made people mad because I'm like, oh, hiking Katahdin's great, and then I take them up. We have a trail called Cathedral, and and it's always steeper than I remember, with bigger rocks and more overhand climbing than I remember. So people get really mad.
Is that the trail we went up?
That's the trail we went
Cathedral?
up. That's the trail we
Okay.
went up.
Yeah, and I remember Blank's like, dude, this is.
You didn't
I'm
like
not
that
cool.
very much. I felt so bad, guys. The problem is like once you start like going on the trail, you're on for about an hour before you decide to turn around, and then it's like, dude, you're not going to do this today. Like, there's no way you're going to get down and like get up another trail and get down again. It's not going to happen.
I loved it. I loved it. That was
I'll
fun.
tell you what, you were uncomfortable, but dude, you pushed right through it. You were a fucking tank.
Yeah, guess what? I saw the top of the world, and I don't need to go back. It's fine. It can stay right up there.
The view was great. I'll remember it forever.
So Blanks, you're saying that you don't wanna climb fucking Everest or anything like that?
No, Everest probably not. Maybe
No.
Everest, not
Alright,
to
Potato, we'll
the
see you
top, but maybe like halfway through.
Would you ever climb Summit Mount Whitney?
No,
No.
that's like one of the highest mountain points.
I would do Whitney. I just need to train for it a bit.
Yeah, I bet you would, you dirty
Yeah.
bastard.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Dude,
well-
that's a mountain I feel like you need to take serious.
Yeah.
You can't just go in and be like, I brought my little backpack and a couple liters of water, and then go do Whitney. That's a fucking awful idea. And if you do that, well, fuck
I
you.
be
And
like-
if you make it, fuck
can
you
that be
even
like
more.
Quids' like first porn? Do Whitney.
Oh my god, I'm so far up Mount Whitney and I don't have a jacket. I don't have any clothes. Oh my. I'm hungry.
He'll have his little backpack with his little water.
Yeah.
My sleeping bag's warm, but you also have a sweater and sweatpants in your bag. I said my sleeping bag's warm. Okay, yeah, that's how that porn goes. So anyway, holy moly. It's that time.
It's that time.
Yeah.
It's that time. Quids, you are up. It is the Power 5. Would you like a quick reminder?
Of the rules?
Quick reminder of the rules. Remember, you have a series of 10 questions. I will ask them to you in a very intense and harried manner. You need to answer those questions. If you get the correct answer within 30 seconds, we'll move to the next question. If not, there's 30 seconds. Are you ready? Hello?
Wait. Yeah. Blanks? Ooh. What the
All
fuck's
right.
going on?
All right. What's going on is the Power 5. Quids, are you ready?
Shit. All right.
Is your mom ready to be on the show?
Yeah.
Fuck.
You can substitute your mom at any point. You can phone a friend.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1. Proper attire is important for hikers planning on difficult days and extensive treks. How would you load out for a 3-day wilderness hike with approximately 50 miles to cover?
3 days, 50 miles. I'd bring 3 pairs of socks, 2 pair of underwear, 1 pair of pants, 1 pair of shorts, a base layer, a mid, and possibly a windbreaker and a hat, some sunscreen.
10 seconds.
3 liters of water. None of these clothings are cotton at all in any
And that's
instance
time.
whatsoever.
And that's time. The correct answer was also adding a first aid kit. Next question. Question number 2. In 2014, a landslide wiped out the A-Ball Trail on Mount Katahdin. Approximately 3/4 mile of trail was utterly destroyed. In 2015, rhubarb production futures rocketed 112%. Please describe how these events are correlated.
Dude, I have no fucking clue, man. That is such a bizarre, a series of events. I would not know how to.
You have 50 seconds.
Somehow it kicked up the rhubarb and it grew in that area and somebody harvested it?
I think that sounds reasonable. Correct. Next question.
Is it GMO based?
Holy shit. Dude, okay.
Question number 3.
Go.
9 out of 10 collegiate geologists agree that you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock. If you can't, what can?
Nothing, man.
Incorrect. You have 28 seconds.
You can't stop the rock. You can't.
You can't.
I can't. No.
I
Nobody
can't.
Can Superman?
What can stop the rock?
Superman. Oh, good. You want to throw
Dude.
Superman?
All
give
right.
up?
I'll
you give up?
take Josh's Superman.
That is incorrect.
Wait.
That's time.
Fucking blanks.
Chuck Norris.
You said it
Jesus
would
Christ.
be Superman, blanks. What the fuck? You said it would be Superman.
Why are you listening to me?
Yeah, it's Chuck Norris, obviously, because I grew up in the 2000s. Anyway, next question.
Blank. Something wrong here, man.
I thought it was Superman. I hate Superman.
You forgot about Chuck Norris.
I know. I always forget about Chuck Norris.
Somewhere Chuck just looked up and he's like, sweet, they're still doing it. All right, next question. This one's long. You'll need to pay attention. Are you ready?
All right.
The Pacific Crest Trail, officially designated as the Pacific Crest National Scenic Trail, is a long-distance hiking and equestrian trail closely aligned with the highest portion of the Cascade and Sierra Nevada mountain ranges. These lie 100 to 150 miles east of the U.S. Pacific coast. Covering 2,653 miles of distance, the trail's southern terminus is just south of Campo, California, by the U.S. border with Mexico, and its northern terminus is on the Canada-U.S. border on the edge of Manning Park in British Columbia. It passes through the states of California, Oregon, and Washington. If you plant one rhubarb plant every 6 yards along its length, how many pounds per year would be your yield?
Yeah.
Work it out. Work it out. You'll get there. You gotta work.
How many in between each planting? What was the distance?
6 yards between plants.
6 yards between each plant.
2,653 miles of distance.
2,600. Oh fuck, dude, that's gonna be
What's your yield? What's your yield?
like 1,666,213 bushels of rhubarb.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is 0 pounds. The environment is hostile to rhubarb.
Are you sure?
Fucking curveballs, man.
I researched it.
Curveballs. Are you serious?
Speaking of research, next question. Imagine the previous answer was requested in kilograms, and the plant in question was a tomato. Imagine it. Wait. In what ways has the United States educational system failed us?
In every way possible.
That is correct. Next question. First aid is an important skill set for hikers. Please describe the process of assessing and processing a tibial fracture.
Asking the patient not to move, and
Your own tibia. It's your own tibia. Keep going. Go ahead.
Fuck my own tibia.
Yeah, you broke your tibia.
So
Shit.
What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Quick.
Laser and Christ for
I
help.
sling it, sling and swath.
On each side of the joint.
I put branches, isolate the bone from movement.
And time.
You have it.
The correct answer is is a splint. So yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that you know what? I'll tell you what. You're hired for Conor McGregor's fucking team. All right, next question. Question number 7. You are hiking with blanks when calamity strikes and you are stranded in a desert with no water. Blanks has a full bladder and offers you his pee for sustenance. How much would you drink, and why didn't you ask for a cup?
Maybe he did ask for a cup. Maybe he had his own cup.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? In a calamity, I wouldn't have a fucking cup anymore. It's just straight into the mouth.
How are you gonna get that? just
straight in, man.
This is about survival.
From faucet to mouth, man. Hose to mouth, whatever it is. Just a straight stream.
Brave answer. I like it. Next question. Question number 8. Oh. That one time we hiked Katahdin and camped afterwards, how many hours that night did I stare at you as you slept afterwards?
8 hours.
Incorrect. The answer is all of them. All right. Question number 9.
Oh my gosh.
My favorite film about long-distance hiking is the Lord of the Rings trilogy. How were Frodo and Sam finding water in Mordor?
Fuck, didn't they have like a canteen?
I mean,
for that 12-day hike.
How do you even find the water out there? It's like all just rocks.
Watching that movie takes me at least
Dude.
watch just one of the things.
How many times did you see him drink water in that movie? Not very many. Not enough times.
They camped by like a waterfall.
They definitely did. They yeah. There was a stream that flowed in from like the north, I want to say, and they were going over a bridge, and they were able to refill their canteens.
Quids, because the north never forgets.
The north never forgets.
The north never forgets. Never forget. Question 10. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Quids. You're a purple.
They would have had to drink their pee, man. They would have had to drink their pee, though.
Interruptions. You're a purple hiker with a purple backpack in New England. You have purple boots, purple hair, purple shirt, purple pants, purple shirt, purple socks, purple everything. And you're walking around. You leave the purple trailhead. You go up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, and you follow the first trail blaze to your left. What do you see?
Purple?
This weird line of rhubarb plants.
I feel like that's red.
What the fuck is with the rhubarb, man? You eat rhubarb pie?
I like rhubarb. Shut the fuck up. Anyway,
I've been craving some rhubarb all day today.
That's the Power 5. Well done, Mr. Quits. A show as always. That's fun. Oh man.
Oh shit, that is too funny. That is too funny.
So, Blank, back to you. What do you want to talk about?
So, Quids, what hike have you been through, and whatnot, and where's your favorite? Where's your favorite place you gone hiking? You've been a man around the world. You've done some porn in fucking East Asia. I heard some stuff about some lady boys. Yeah,
all the rumors are true. I like the lady boys in Thailand. The ones in Vietnam are a little weird. They're missing more teeth.
I hope you fucking run for president one day.
Yeah. I mean,
because I'm gonna be called in front of the fucking Supreme Court and be like, yeah, he was telling a joke.
Or was he?
Oh man. Anywho,
Hey, man, it's the year 2020, man. We can't be bigoted and judgmental like that anymore. And everything looks the same from behind.
Oh, it does pop up. Look. Okay, it does pop up.
So, anywho, we have a so Blanks is wondering, do you have like a favorite hike?
Favorite hike.
Do you have a favorite
place?
hike?
Also, what is the most breathtaking area that you see? What brought a tear to your eye and a pitch to your tent, I should say.
Pitch to my tent. I have always been, even if I can't do like straight vertical stuff because like fear of heights and being underqualified for it, I still absolutely love high altitude. Anything that like you're really starting to struggle to breathe or you get lightheaded and you gotta take a minute, just like that kind of elevation.
You
and
like
then seeing
you like the intensity,
and just seeing how insignificant, how small we are, like we're such a small little tiny thing, each individual one of us, and we think so highly of ourselves.
We have big dreams. We have big dreams.
We're gonna fly in space for 4 minutes with like 4 scientists.
Yes, one ape said to the other apes, "Give me the money, and I will go to space, and I'll tell you."
Yeah. If somebody pays my way, I would definitely check it out. But again,
I'll tell you what. Here's what you actually do: you make a bigger rocket next time, and inside that rocket, he can go back in. You put in Elon Musk. Yeah, I mean, pick a tech billionaire, put him in there. Put him in there. Put in all the big boys. Send them up to space. So that way they can come back down and say what Richard Branch said, which was, maybe I'll help the world a little bit. Yeah, totally changed our perspectives. We're absolutely going to plant more trees
helping the world
down.
a little bit. Quiz, did you ever finish the Motion Picture?
Dude, I did. And, like
the ending. The ending wasn't like. It was like the purple joke. I watched it. I was like, oh my god. Okay, what are they gonna just pull? I mean, there was so many Star Wars reference in that damn movie in the first place.
They had some really funny bits in it. Like they absolutely did, but it was so fucking bonkers and like. And like half of it felt like it was shot for a nerd's idea of what a frat bro is.
But George Washington and Abraham Lincoln.
I will say, like, if you look at the writing, it's kind of genius because Benedict Arnold's like, "I'll see you on the battlefield, Washington," and Washington's like, "I'll make sure to bring extra gas for my chainsaws."
Fucking Geronimo riding the motorcycle horse was fucking classic, dude. I fucking loved that.
Paul Revere.
That was the greatest together.
Spoilers right here, but
Yeah.
Paul Revere as RoboCop.
He's like he comes onto the scene. He's this really badass guy in like full plate armor, and he sees a guy whipping a horse in his race, so he climbs on his horse and he's fucking driving this thing down the field. Catches up to these racers, cuts them off their saddles, and they're like, "Holy shit, we need him on our team. He's awesome." They're like, "Yeah, it's Paul Revere." And he pulls off this helmet, and he's like, actually retarded.
Special needs.
Like, very, very much special needs. And I was sitting there like, ooh, not a good look. But then what happens is his horse dies, and he elects to become a cybernetic RoboCop-based, like, centaur thing. And it was...
Dude, that's right.
I mean, that movie's pretty fucking radical. I will say that.
If you watch the... NC...
It was self-referencing. It was like, you have to put shit in a cartoon just for people to look at it. At one point between the characters, I think that was Geronimo and John Smith. Not John Smith.
No,
oh my God,
Henry Smith or Henry
Smith, Joe Adams.
He was the one that it's the
George Washington Carver.
No, but his lore was to build the train track. He was the guy that.
It's Henry something.
John Henry or something.
John Henry. Henry John. So, moving on.
And then, I mean, they even had Paul Bunyan, Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah, they have Johnny Appleseed like flying into his battle and he throws seeds at people. When it hits them, they like horribly turn into like these ant creatures. Like they just fucking die. But my favorite part was the white eagle that they had this explosion in the beginning of the movie, and this eagle's trying to fly away. It's like pure white. It's flying away from this explosion, and the flames like burn the lower body of the eagle. Then it flies out, and it's just got its white head, and it's like black and white. It's like that's how the American eagle got its colors.
Oh boy!
Escaping the explosion after everyone's killed at the signing of the Declaration of Independence. It's really fucking something, guys.
And then yeah.
Governor. they really take the piss out of Brits too. They have a lot of fun with it. But
yeah.
I'd say watch it. Just it's a fucking waste of time. You are no better person for having watched this movie, but you know
chuckle.
what? Give it.
It'll take you like 3 days to watch it. Too,
yeah,
just
you won't be able to watch. It's too
so
much.
over the top.
It's too much. You can only watch it like 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I discovered a new anime today. It's called House Husband.
Oh, I've heard this.
Husband?
House Husband. And it's about this like triad, like badass. His name was the Eternal Dragon. He was like a feared triad warrior, and he became a house husband.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. House husbands. Could you be a house
he
husband?
He finds himself in like these situations, and he like wins them over by like cooking them like cookies or like this like amazing like plate.
Would you be a house husband? I think
she's hot enough.
Fair enough. Okay, good answer. So, Quids, did you have other questions for us?
Quids, would you be a house husband?
I would not. Nope.
No, you gotta wear the pants.
No, it's not about that. I'm.
You're a strong, independent man who don't need a woman.
I am maybe a little bit too independent.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Does not play well with others. What other questions do you have with us?
Not even for Scarlett Johansson.
I don't know. Questions for you, gentlemen. Yeah, sorry, I have been smoking the weed. Do you gentlemen smoke while you hike?
Every day.
I have, but not often. That's not something I would probably do, but I have done it. There's no problem with it. I just typically don't. I'm hiking with like friends and family and stuff like that.
Ah, that makes sense. When did you?
That inspires confidence. You're taking a ripper at the base of the mountain, be like, yeah, man, it's gonna be about a 1 day up and down.
Yeah, that's a bad look with family and stuff around for
we'll
sure.
have to find some water up there.
That's just for the water pipe, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Got to refill the bong. Like, yeah, that's not my way in particular, but
yeah. Did you first start hiking with like Boy Scouts or just with family? It's a family thing.
I started hiking more in like Cub Scouts. I would say I started like hiking around 10 years old. I was about my daughter's age when I was getting a chance to do more stuff. By the time I was 13, I was doing like Katahdin and getting a chance to like go on outing trips and go climbing and do all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah, we had a great like adult leadership team. These guys our dads took fucking good care of us in this program, and it was really awesome. They fucking pulled out. They didn't actually. So anyway, I was gonna say they pulled it off.
That doesn't sound any better, dude.
Probably at this point, but so anyway.
I said, boys and girls.
We're shuttering the show. Close barring the gates. No. So I basically got into hiking. It got to the point where I went out. My biggest hiking trip was going to Philmont for a couple weeks and like it's Cimarron, New Mexico, and doing I think it was like a 150-mile circuit. Circuit trip. It was a lot of fun, and I really cherish the experience. I've helped like get a bunch of folks up Katahdin sometimes they don't like me much afterwards.
Sometimes you just want to burn them live at Matt's steak.
Yeah, I'm like, this isn't so bad. And you're like, dude, I'm legit nauseous because I have an actual problem with heights. And you took me up this trail. Yeah, I didn't remember it being this high. You did this to your wife last year.
She warned me.
No, but then I day hike with the family. I don't do as much like full
when do
scale
you think
hike.
it's going to be time to strap on your son's backpack and make him go for one real hike?
Don't
tell him.
My daughter's almost ready to do something like sizable for a day. My son, same thing, about another 3 years. He needs some more time. He won't have fun. The whole point, if you don't enjoy yourself, no point. You have to enjoy yourself or enjoy challenge. Like that's what you really have to do. And like you settle down like, okay boys, we're gonna go do 20 miles today in front of like an 8-year-old, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck?
It's 20 miles.
They definitely don't teach this in parenting classes, Dad. I know. Trust me, I've looked into them. But yeah, I don't know. I've over-answered the question with mostly bullshit.
with some undertones.
With some undertones.
With not for another 3 years.
Yeah, a little bit more time. There's your expectation, son, when you come across this show. I'm looking for you to be about 11.
Maybe 13, hopefully.
11 to 13. You know, we did have a kid almost fall off the mountain.
Yeah.
Like, legit was caught by his backpack.
Did you?
No way.
Yes.
Really?
I can't believe. Well, so hold on. Remember Knife's Edge?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you climb Katahdin, there's an optional thing to do called Knife's Edge, which is basically this very narrow path that goes up and down a couple hundred feet at a time, and it has a couple like notable little like chimneys and peaks in it. Like that chimney peak, actually. So that's the hardest part. That's the scariest part for folks. And so they normally close it if a cloud farts, they tend to close it.
Like a loud fart or more of a...
Yeah, it's more of a poof. Yeah, it's a poof.
Yeah, it's a poof. But so what happens is we're hiking this and wind and rain came in. And the wind kicked up very fast, so you couldn't wear a poncho. Because it was blowing you like a
Shut
flag. So we're getting soaked.
Like a flag.
So we're walking in our t-shirts. We're getting soaked. It's not super cold, but it's getting cold. And a big gust of wind comes up and blows this kid, and he loses his balance on the edge and falls out at about a 45-degree angle. And one of the adults reached out and caught his backpack because the kid turned like he was gonna be looking down the pipe of what was coming. And he wasn't like hanging there like with Sylvester Stallone holding his backpack. He was like, I'm not gonna let you die. Like that didn't happen.
And then he does.
And then he does.
Damn.
And this hurts everybody.
You know what movie I was watching?
That would be fucking
that's
scary.
been on HBO Max.
Huh.
What's that?
And it's not quite ready for your son yet.
Ah, nice. That's the sound you make that's the sound I make if I fall off a cliff.
Have either one of you seen that documentary called Free Solo with Alex Honnold? No. Oh, it's a good one. Alex Honnold is like one of the premier like rock climbers in the world, and he free solos El Capitan or something like that. So no ropes, no protection, nobody else there. It's just him and his shoes.
People that don't know where El Capitan is, where's El Capitan?
Oh, El Capitan is in Yosemite National Park. And it's like one of the most difficult climbs, or most challenging climbs, I guess I should say, in like the United States. And people from all over the world go to Yosemite just to climb El Capitan. And it usually takes, multiple pitches and multiple days to climb it. And it's like 4,000 feet, I want to say, of vertical climbing. I think some of it is actually inverted, so it increases the challenge and stuff.
That's I've seen videos of people working El Capitan. A lot of folks have died.
Yep.
Try
Oh
to
yeah.
do it. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Every
place where a lot of
year.
farmers go to
Is
die.
that an exciting place? Is that an exciting way to go? Is that the...
Well, my dick would be hard.
It'd be a hell of a trip, except for the stop at the end. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's. I feel like that's a bout of adrenaline is going to be coursing through you.
When your body hits the floor, what's the last thing that goes through your mind?
Your ass.
That's a pretty good answer.
Oh man. Quids, I'm so glad you could. We could make it have fun. Oh my god,
that's too good.
So
I just had a picture of this fucking O-ring just popping through your mouth at the very end. You know, it's like, oh shit.
Just put in a coloring book for the kids so everyone knows what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Coloring book. Will it be like the poo stall?
It's like an artwork where it's just 50 different pictures of buttholes. Who rented that gallery space is like, you know what I've been doing with my free time.
Make an adult coloring book.
I want to challenge everybody's conceptions about what a butthole is, and then they paint like 80 buttholes and rent a gallery. And people are like, I guess we'll donate $5. I mean, I don't know. Sounds unique.
You get the ones that get bleached. You get the ones that have the little browning still there. You get the ones that are kind of pink. You got the ones that wink at you. You got the ones that
are really loose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big ones, small ones.
So, some as big as your head. Give them a flick.
Yeah.
Just do it all.
You can wear them as a sombrero.
I like how we've spent a not insignificant amount of time on the show categorizing butthole types. So tell us a little bit more about your style of show. Well, it's mostly poop centric.
And buttholes.
Yeah, there's a lot of beehole talk, and they're like, "That's cool. The kids are into that. That's fine."
Yeah, poop pics. It's the new thing.
We got a bot. Do we have a mod? We have Mr. Interdeviant in. I see Ogre Dolphin 91 asking us if we want to become famous, and then giving us a link.
Do we click on the link?
Lock phasers on that vessel.
Do we click on the link?
We do not click on the link. You lock phasers on the vessel. You do not hail that frequency.
Do we click on the link?
Mike's like, I'm going to click on the link. It says,
No, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Fire.
I was trying to get to it, but I couldn't click on the link.
Mm-hmm. Man,
click on the link.
I have never felt more like a Starship Captain. Sorry, go ahead. No.
Chef got you. Chef killed him.
So I'm still trying to figure out this whole thing. So mods, and mods, and you have co-host power, and you just don't even know what that means. And then you don't even, follow us on Twitch.
Honest to God, if we can figure it out, you can figure it out.
I'm a retard. I don't know what I'm doing.
Thanks, Chef. Much appreciated, buddy. It's hilarious. Our viewer count jumps as we walk to the ending of the show. But luckily, we have an after show. Mr. Quids, of course, you're invited to hang out with us.
You can pull your mom on the show. You know, she'll have a good time.
We'll talk to your mom we're talking to your mom about camping.
About pitching tents.
Mm-hmm.
Pitching tents, shitting in the woods.
Chopping firewood.
Ask her what's her best story about her little Quidzy poo.
Yeah. No, we're not going to go down that road.
I feel like your mom wears tube socks in the summer.
I don't know what that means.
You heard me. All right, boys, what'd you get out of tonight?
Quid's mom wears tube socks in the summer.
Yes. Dude, that's what I got, man.
No.
That and rhubarb. Fucking rhubarb, man.
Yeah, no, I guess I would say I learned things before the show about rhubarb, and that doesn't really grow on the West Coast at high altitudes. I spent time researching that, because originally it was going to be tomatoes, and then I'm like, wait, no, it's feasible that tomatoes could be planted and they could grow, even in these insane conditions. So, maybe a Toyota.
So is rhubarb something that only grows up there in, the north or where it gets cold?
I just know it wouldn't grow in areas like areas in the Pacific Rim Trail.
Okay.
But anyway, that's what I learned. All right.
Okay.
So then we will wrap this up for the tube, and we'll have Interdeviant play us out. And So inconvenient.
Ah, well, cheers to that one. That's
Cheers, cheers.
cheers all around. As we enter the after show period here in a moment, stay tuned.